Most people think making $50,000 a month online is completely impossible. Like it's some sort of crazy dream reserved for influencers with millions and millions of followers or gurus that are throwing thousands and thousands a week into ads. But the reality is there are a lot of people hitting those numbers every single month. And they're doing it without huge followings and without spending fortunes and without being special. And that's why you don't hear about them. Because rather than showing off their lifestyle online, they're just quietly working away in the background, pulling in big money. So what's the difference? Well, they've been able to achieve it because they've learned how to use leverage. And once you understand leverage, making money online becomes repeatable and predictable. Now, I know this because I've tested the wrong paths, I've burnt money on ads that went nowhere, and I've built funnels that completely flopped. I've chased shiny objects that looked exciting, but then produced zero results. And through all of that, I figured out the system that actually works. It's simple and it's repeatable, and I've taught it to lots of others who have used it to escape their 9 to 5 and build a life that they actually enjoy living. And that's what I'm going to break down for you today. In this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step how to build a 50k a month online business in 2025. No big audience required, no massive ad spend, just a smart system that multiplies your efforts. Now, stick with me to the end because this system only works if you have all of the parts. If you skip any, then you'll just stay stuck. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll also give you a free resource that shortcuts the setup so you can start building fast. Lastly, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I release 2 videos a week to help you build an income online. Okay, before I talk you through the whole system, let me just quickly cover why the majority of people who try affiliate marketing don't make any money with it. So let's start with the truth that most people don't want to admit. The reason most people fail at making money with affiliate marketing has nothing to do with talent, luck, or even timing. It's because they start with the wrong model and they give up way before they've ever got any traction. They jump on Amazon affiliates promoting some $10 gadget that pays them $3 in commissions. That's 30 cents a sale. Do the math. You'd need thousands of sales just to cover a single bill. It's like trying to dig a swimming pool with a teaspoon. Technically it's possible, but you'll give up long before you've ever seen any progress. Or they spend months grinding out random content, hoping something magically goes viral, but they never connect it into a funnel. So even when they do get spikes in views, there's no system in place to capture leads or convert them into sales. It's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. And then there's the belief that you need to be some sort of big influencer with 100,000 followers before you can make any real income. That lie keeps people stuck because they look at their 100 followers and think, why even bother? So they give up before they've even got started. This is why 95% of beginners quit within the first few months. They burn out, they feel like they're working harder than they've ever worked before and getting nothing in return. And the longer they keep trying the wrong way, the more they convince themselves that online income is just some sort of scam. But the reality is, the winners aren't smarter than you. They're not luckier, they just used leverage. They don't chase crumbs. They set up systems that multiply their efforts. Systems that allow other people, content, or traffic to do all of the heavy lifting for them. That's the difference. Losers work harder and harder for pennies until they eventually give up. Winners build structures that pay them over and over again, even if they step away. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. Because once you understand how to build a system that multiplies your efforts, 50k a month stops looking like a dream and starts looking like a predictable outcome of the right strategy. Now let's actually break down what 50,000 a month looks like, because most people see that as a massive unachievable number. But once you see it broken down, you'll realise it's way more realistic than you've probably been led to believe. Society benefits from you staying small and staying stuck. So people have been conditioned to think that 50k is a big number, but really it's not. So let's start simple. The method I'm describing in this video is the maximum leverage model, and that's running your own affiliate program. So imagine you've got a $50 digital product for sale and you're paying 50% commissions on it. That means every time one of your affiliates makes a sale, you make $25. And so do they. Now here's where the leverage comes in. You're not the one selling every single copy. You build the system once and you've got affiliates plugged in. Let's say you've got just 50 affiliates, not thousands, just 50 people. That's super achievable. Now each of those affiliates makes 30 sales a month. That's 1,500 sales in total. Multiply that by your $25 earnings from each sale and you're looking at $37,500 in a single month. That's already life-changing money for most people, but we're not done there. Now we layer on a reoccurring subscription, something like a $30 a month tool or membership, again at 50% commission. That's $15 per month per customer. If each affiliate brings in just 20 subscriptions, that's 1,000 new subscribers every single month. That's $15,000 in reoccurring commissions stacked right on top of your one-off sales. Now here's where it gets really powerful. Reoccurring income compounds. Month 1, you've got 1,000 subscribers. Month 2, if they add another 1,000, you're now at 2,000 paying you every single month. By month 3, you're at 3,000. So even if your one-off sales dip for a month or two, the subscription income still snowballs. So let's run the math. Month 1, your one-off product income and subscription income total would be $52,500. Month 2, it would be $67,500. Then month 3, $82,500. And that just keeps stacking. That's how people quietly hit 50k months, then 100k months, and a lot more, without a giant following or without gambling their savings on ads. And just so you can see a contrast, if you were promoting a $10 gadget off Amazon with a 3% commission, do you know how many sales you'd need to hit 50k? Over 1.6 million every single month. That's why people get stuck. They chase crumbs instead of plugging into a system that actually multiplies. So here's the real difference. A 9-to-5 worker grinds every day, building someone else's dream, and they get paid just enough to survive. But an entrepreneur, well, they take a little risk. They build a system once and they earn 100 times more because they own the structure. And the best part about this model is you don't even need to risk money to start. Sure, if you begin with no budget, it will take you a bit longer to build up, but it's still doable. And honestly, what's worse? Spending your evenings and weekends building something that can give you and your family freedom for life? Or spending the next 40 years clocking in, trading your time for low pay and never actually getting ahead? That's the choice. Grind to build someone else's future, or build your own system and let leverage do all the heavy lifting for you. And that's exactly what it takes. 50k a month, from impossible dream to predictable system. Alright, so now we've covered why most people fail, and we've gone through the 50k a month math. So let's get into the actual blueprint, the 4 parts that make this whole system work. And before we start, I want to be straight with you. This does take more effort than just being a standard affiliate. You're not just pushing someone else's links. You're building the system that other affiliates promote. That means you need a real product, you need a real funnel, and you need a real program that people actually want to join. And the truth is, if your product is weak, then the whole system will collapse. But if it's value packed, then everything else multiplies. So think of this like building the foundation of a house. If you do it properly, the thing can stand for years and years. But if you cut corners and try and rush the process, it won't last. We're seeing that a lot in the UK right at this moment. Poorly built houses that you'd be lucky if they last 30 years. But old houses, built properly, will easily last hundreds of years. So don't cut corners. Even if it takes longer, do it right from the start and you'll build a business that will stand the test of time. Okay, so let's break it down. This is where most people cut corners and it's why their business crumbles. Your offer has to be solid. Not average, not good enough, solid. Here's the rule. If you're going to sell a product for $50, it needs to deliver at least $100 worth of value. That way, when people buy it, they feel like they're getting a steal. They're thinking, how the hell am I getting all of this for just $50? That's the reaction you want. So what does this actually look like? Well, let's say you're in the fitness niche. Your $50 product could be a 6-week home workout program complete with video library, meal plans, and a printable workout tracker. That's easily $100 plus in value. If you're in the money hacks niche, then maybe it's a digital budgeting tool with video training that shows you how to save $500 every month. Again, way more value than just the $50 price point. Now, alongside your one-time $50 product, you need a subscription. Something like a $30 a month subscription that people genuinely want to stay in. This could be weekly live coaching sessions, a private community, or new lessons released every month. The key here is consistency and value. If you're showing up every week with fresh content, tips, or accountability, then people will stick with it. And the longer they stick with it, the bigger that reoccurring revenue snowball becomes. So the rule for step 1 is simple. Build a product that over-delivers. $100 worth of value in a $50 product. And a subscription service that gives people a reason to keep coming back month after month. And always remember the golden rule. Value, value, value. Okay, so once you've got your offer nailed, you need the system that delivers it. That's your funnel. And I know funnels sound scary, but this one is dead simple and it's high converting. It's just 3 simple pages. The first is your opt-in page where you give away something for free, like a checklist, a guide, or a mini training, in exchange for their email. Then your hybrid bridge and thank you page. This is where you thank them, build trust, and introduce your product naturally. And finally, your offer page, where they can actually buy the product or sign up for the subscription. That's it. 3 steps. No need for a fancy website, no need to overcomplicate this. The funnel is just the path that turns strangers into buyers and then into subscribers. And remember, this isn't for you. This is the system your affiliates will plug into. You're creating the structure once and they'll drive traffic through it over and over again. Now this is where the leverage really starts to kick in, because you're not just relying on your own traffic. You're building an army of affiliates who all have the incentive to go out and sell your product. Think of it this way. You could spend thousands on ads trying to get attention and drive traffic to your product. Or you could recruit affiliates who only cost you money when they make you money. They're like commission-only salespeople, except you don't have to manage them or put them on payroll. Now, affiliates are only going to push hard if your product delivers, if it converts, if people love it, and of course, if it pays well for them. Then they'll keep promoting it. That's why step 1 is so important. So here's a quick example. And this is a case study that I use all of the time. Sarah built a $40K a month system in just 9 months. Not with thousands of affiliates, not with ads, but with just 30 solid affiliates. Each one made consistent sales. And because the offer was valuable and the subscription kept people sticking around, the whole thing snowballed. That's the power of leverage. You don't need an army of thousands and thousands. You just need a handful of committed affiliates promoting something that actually works. Now here's the bit that most people completely forget with this model. You need to actually market your affiliate program itself. You can't just build it and hope that people will magically show up wanting to promote for you. But the good news is you can do this for free. Short form content works just as well for recruiting affiliates as it does for selling your products. Make videos talking about your program, the commissions, and the results that people can expect. Post them on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and LinkedIn. If you're consistent, people will start to take notice. And every time a new affiliate joins, you're effectively adding another salesperson to your business who works for free until they make you money. And when they make you money, they make money. That's why for my affiliate program, we offer 50% commissions on all digital products, because I want people to have the ability to go out and earn big. Okay, now later on, once you're making consistent sales, this is where you can start pouring some fuel on the fire with ads. Run ads to recruit more affiliates, and remember, you only pay them when they bring in results. That's why this model scales faster than relying on ads alone. So those are the 4 steps. Build a value-packed offer, set up a simple funnel, recruit affiliates, and market your program. Do the work once and the system will multiply. Okay, let's go back to the example of Sarah. In the previous section, I told you about how she scaled to 40k a month with just 30 affiliates. But let me walk you through her journey in a bit more detail, because this is where the system really comes to life. Sarah didn't start with a big following. She didn't have thousands to spend on ads, and she didn't have a huge network. But what she did have was the decision to build something valuable and the consistency to keep going even when it was tough. In the first 3 months, she created a value-packed $99 digital product and a $20 a month subscription. She set up a simple 3-page funnel and started posting short daily videos. Nothing polished, just quick tips in her niche. Those early videos brought in a few sales, but more importantly, they gave her proof that her product worked. By month 4, she had launched her affiliate program. At first, she only had a small group, 5 or 6 people promoting casually, but she made it worth their while by offering 50% commissions on both the $99 product and the subscription service. So by month 6, she'd grown to 15 affiliates. The one-time sales were good, but the subscription income was compounding every month. So even if no one bought on a given day, her baseline income would keep climbing. And by month 9, she had hit 30 active affiliates, and that's when the leverage really started to kick in. With each one driving consistent sales, Sarah's system pulled in around $40,000 a month. And by month 12, she had just over 50 affiliates, and the subscription base had snowballed to the point where she broke 60k a month. Sarah didn't do anything special. She just built a system once and leveraged all the work for her. That's why this model works, and it's repeatable. Okay, so here's the bottom line. The people who win online aren't the ones grinding for pennies or chasing shiny objects. They're the ones who either become affiliates or build an affiliate program. And if you want to be one of those people, then here's the exact system that I would use to get there. So step 1 is to create a value-packed offer that people can't say no to. Step 2 is to build your simple funnel that sells for you 24/7. And step 3 is to recruit affiliates to multiply your reach. And finally, step 4 is to market your program so that the system keeps growing. That's the 50k a month model. It's simple and it's repeatable. And to be successful with it, you don't need to get lucky. You don't need to start with a huge following. To make this work, all you need is leverage. And once you understand leverage, everything changes. Okay, now if you've made it this far in the video, then you'll most likely have what it takes to build this for yourself. So take action and get started. If you want to go for the affiliate program like I've laid out in this video, then understand that it will take a lot of work and it will cost you some money to get set up. Nothing major, you could do it all for a few $100s. But if you do decide that's the best model for you, then it will give you far more leverage and much higher earning potential. If you're starting without a budget, then the model I would recommend is becoming a standard affiliate. It will cost you nothing to get set up. You can drive traffic organically and be earning fast. Now, regardless of which model you choose, go ahead and download my free affiliate starter pack linked below. It's packed full of helpful information to help get you started, and it's the shortcut that I wish someone had given me back when I got started. Lastly, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I release 2 videos a week to help you build an income online. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have what it takes to make it. You just need to take action.